Harambe YouTube, it's Charles, and we have a special bonus comic book unboxing from Midtown Comics. I do apologize in advance for the fan in the background. It is so hot today, and I'm not going to turn it off, so I'm just going to try to speak a little bit louder and bump up the voice volume on the edit. So let's get into it. I always open the box on camera so you can see how safe and secure your packages are sent. And so this is from Midtown Comics, midtowncomics.com. I believe the world's largest comic book. And I will say the plus sides to Midtown Comics, first and foremost, is they have the easiest online storefront to navigate as far as comic books go. And so that's a plus for using Midtown Comics. Of course, stock. You're not going to have to guess and wonder what's going to be in the shop. You're not going to have to be meticulous with your pull box because they are the biggest store. They have multiple copies of everything. And the third is, I would say, availability of back issues. Huge stockpile of back issues. And when you sign up with them on their mailing list, they send you out notifications for flash sales. And then finally, we get to packaging. That's another plus. Everything always comes. You have your receipt here. You have an outer box with bubble wrap. And then you have your Midtown Comics bag. And every comic book comes bagged and boarded. And so those are all the pluses. The downside, I would say, is the service is less personal, and unless you're willing to pay exorbitant amount, the shipping is very slow. I did the standard shipping, and it took 13 days to get from New York to Casper, Wyoming. But you know, if you're just wanting to get something that your shop may not have, a hard to find back issue locally, check them out. And their prices are a little bit cheaper, which does offset the pain of high shipping prices. And so let's start with this right here, Red Sonja Noir from Dynamite Comics. I am actually really looking forward to this. I love Red Sonja, one of my favorite comic book characters. And it looks like we have a new writing team on it. And I got the cosplay cover right here. We got the iconic chainmail bikini, desert scene with the sword. Kind of looking like the movie version that's coming out. Have you guys seen the trailer for Red Sonja? I am very excited. A little bit too heavy on the CGI for my taste. But we're getting Red Sonja in the cinema, so I can't complain about that. Now we have Star Trek red shirts, focusing on the infamous red shirts of the Star Trek universe. The joke is that, you know, you see a character in a red shirt, you're going to die that episode. And so I like the fact that they kind of leaned into that trope and turn it into a comic book. This is from IDW, and so I'm looking forward to that. I will probably do a review on it since it's the #1 issue. Also from Dynamite Comics, looks like we have Red Sonja Attacks Mars #4. This is a fun crossover, and this is actually continuing off from Mars Attacks Red Sonja series from a couple of years ago. Very fun. Let's see what we have here. New Champions, #7. And the rest introducing Night Drifter. So we said we're going to be getting a new champion from Marvel Comics. And then we have Supergirl, #2 from DC Comics. Getting close to the end here. Also from Dynamite Comics. The reason why I have so many of these books from Dynamite is that with the whole Diamond distribution debacle, my local store was not able to get Dynamite Comics through Lunar, but now they are. So I'm going to be getting more regular Dynamite comic books from Spellbound Apothecary and Entertainment, my regular comic book shop. And so we have Vampirella Armageddon #1. I really like this cover. This right here is, let's see. Yeah, I've read, actually, this is, I bought this for the cover, the alternate cover #1. I actually read it. I got me a copy at the local store. And it's a continuation of the Vampirella Strikes story from a few years ago, set in the future in Sepulchre, I can't pronounce it, Sepulchre City. She had to fight Nyx and gain, pretty much what happened is in the future, Nyx took over the world and monsters and darkness dominated, and Vampirella led an underground rebellion fighting for the humans. And so this is the fallout from that series. And then we have Gotham City Sirens, I believe this is #2. Gotham City Sirens, Unfit for Orbit #2 from DC Comics. We got Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy on the cover. And we're down to 2 more books here. I think this is another Red Sonja. Yes, Red Sonja Attacks Mars #3. I was a little bit behind on these. And the cool thing about these is they come with little cards as well. And then finally, last but not least, is we have from Crusade Comics, I believe. Yes, Crusade Comics. She, Haiku. This is following up from She, Return of the Warrior. With Return of the Warrior, what they did is they actually started the story 15 years from the last issue, which in real time was 15 years. And so now she is older. Her daughter is a teenager who has been studying martial arts and training to take up the mantle of She, presumably. And it was a very fun series. Looks like this is going to be continuing more of that from a smaller company, but this is one of those independent books that I really enjoyed. The art is top notch. The story and lore are deep. And, I mean, look at this cover. The art alone is worth it. So that's what I got for this bonus unboxing from Midtown Comics. Check them out at midtowncomics.com. But if you're in Wyoming, I always suggest my friends at Spellbound Apothecary and Entertainment, located in Eastridge Mall. And you can also check out Coffee and the Comic online. If you're not in Wyoming, check them out. They ship nationwide and have the best prices. And you get that hometown customer service even if you're not local. And you get complimentary coffee with every order when you order through Coffee and a Comic. And so that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, keep reading them books. You know I will.